Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. For the first time, Jack Wagner talks about his private wedding to Michelle Wolf. When Calls the Heart fans were surprised when Michelle Wolf announced that she married Jack Wagner in an intimate ceremony. However, the General Hospital alum was silent about his recent wedding. However, that was until this week. What did Jack have to say about his private wedding? In late May, R&B singer Michelle Wolf announced that she and Jack Wagner got married. This was a shocker to many fans, especially those who thought that the General Hospital alum was still married to ex-wife Christina Wagner. What was also puzzling was that he was silent for nearly 2 weeks. However, People magazine caught up with Wagner when he was promoting his return to the bold and the beautiful. Jack combined his Italian honeymoon with his brief return to the CBS soap. They wanted all the details of the wedding. Firstly, the 65-year-old actor revealed that about 40 people were invited to this intimate wedding. This consisted of about 40 family and close friends, as well as a DJ. It was something that was just ours, with a group that we selected. The best part? He revealed that it was rather small and intimate. It was just so cool that it was just a big kind of funniest that doesn't happen very often in life, where everybody lets loose. And it was one of those days where that happens. So really blessed to just have that sort of wind of celebration you don't get to have very often. In attendance was his son Peter, with ex-wife Christina, and Wolf's daughter, Ornella. The couple started dating in 2021, although they had worked together on a musical project about a decade ago. In addition, the couple still are living in their own place. They just go back and forth, making this the perfect solution for this modern couple. Jack Wagner is returning as Nick Maronde to The Bold and the Beautiful on Monday, June 16. Firstly, he revealed that it was great working with Katherine Kelly Lang. She has played Brooke Logan since the early days of the CBS soap. Unfortunately, her heart's breaking because of Ridge Forrester, who is now portrayed by Thorsten Kaye. However, Wagner promises that Nick is there to help Brooke choose her own happiness. He explained that Nick has one goal. He continued, to get Brooke to wake up to the insanity that she's been in for so long. As for Ridge, he is a fly on my shoulder. Calling his character's relationship with Brooke totally uncomplicated, he shares that Brooke and Ridge have a complicated history. Fans will need to tune in to see if Nick can make her look his way. Jack Wagner fans, are you looking forward to his return to The Bold and the Beautiful? His first appearance will be on Monday, June 16, in an exclusive, heartfelt revelation that has fans and friends alike buzzing with delight. Veteran actor and Hallmark Channel favorite Jack Wagner has finally opened up about a life event he kept quietly sacred: his wedding to comedian Michelle Wolf. For months, whispers swirled through Hollywood's more discreet corridors. A late summer ceremony, a coastal hideaway, and a vow exchanged under a sycamore tree were just fragments passed along from those closest to the couple. But now, for the first time, Jack Wagner is peeling back the curtain on a union that defies convention, celebrates individuality, and proves that love can bloom where no one expects it. Michelle and I have always valued our privacy, Jack begins, his voice rich with sincerity, speaking from the couple's home in Ojai, California. In an industry where every moment is amplified, we wanted at least one part of our lives to belong solely to us. Just ours. The story of how Wagner, 65, and Wolf, 39, came together reads like an unorthodox rom-com. The kind of screenplay that would baffle producers until it played to standing ovations. They met, improbably, on a red-eye flight from LA to New York. Jack was revising lines for a holiday movie. Michelle, exhausted after a comedy set, accidentally spilled her matcha latte across his script pages. A shared apology, a chuckle, and a 3-hour conversation later, the two had sparked something unexpected. We didn't fit into each other's type boxes, Michelle later confessed. But maybe that's why it worked. I wasn't looking for Prince Charming, and Jack wasn't looking for someone to save. We just saw each other, without all the noise. Their wedding, which took place in early May under a canopy of wildflowers and gently swaying branches on private land in Big Sur, was described by the few guests in attendance as intimately magical. No paparazzi, no press, no production team. Just close friends, family, and handwritten vows. I married my best friend barefoot, Wagner laughs, and Michelle had daisies in her hair and a chocolate donut in her hand. That's how real it was. One of the few industry peers present, fellow actor and longtime friend Christina Wagner, Jack's ex-wife, offered a toast that reportedly brought tears to everyone's eyes. Jack has always loved deeply, and seeing him light up with Michelle, well, that just felt like a new beginning. It wasn't a replacement of the past, it was a bold continuation. And while the pairing initially surprised fans, after all, Michelle Wolf is known for her sharp political satire and no-holds-barred comedic style. While Wagner is the polished face of Hallmark romance, the couple insists that their bond is rooted in mutual respect, curiosity, and laughter. She challenges me, Jack says. She makes me think. And more than anything, she makes me laugh, belly laugh, the kind you don't fake. Michelle, never one to shy away from humor, added, I never thought I'd be attracted to a man who owns more hair products than I do, but here we are. Their decision to keep their relationship, and especially the wedding, private was intentional. In a digital era obsessed with documenting every bite, blink, and breath, the couple chose to be present. We live in a time when a wedding can feel more like a performance than a promise, Michelle explains. We didn't want to hashtag our vows. We wanted to hear them echo through the trees, not through someone's Instagram story. The ceremony itself was rife with personal details. Wagner's son played acoustic guitar as Michelle walked down the aisle in a non-traditional cream jumpsuit. The rings were engraved with a quote from their favorite poem, and instead of a tiered wedding cake, guests were treated to a make-your-own Sunday bar and late-night tacos. It wasn't about impressing anyone, Michelle says. It was about us. About being goofy, being real, and building something solid in a world that often celebrates the surface. Though this is Wagner's second marriage, he emphasizes that it feels entirely fresh. With Michelle, I feel like I'm discovering a new chapter of myself, he says. We have different backgrounds, different worlds, but when we come together, it's like creating a language only we understand. Professionally, the two remain rooted in their individual crafts. Jack continues to produce and star in romantic dramas, while Michelle is gearing up for a new stand-up tour titled Wolf at the Door, where she may, or may not, mention married life. I mean, how can I not? She laughs. He's Jack freakin' Wagner. That alone is a punchline.